Hi, my family members. I have come with another new video. Watch the full video, and to show your love, please subscribe my channel. Without wasting any time, let's start the video.
And opened her eyes. She was totally confused. She was not able to know where she was at that moment. The demon saw a woman with her back turned and immediately recognized her. She knew it was me. What the hell am I doing in space? Why am I with the supreme me? Haven't I died? That damn Saiyan must have killed me. I don't understand. I don't know. I hate that bitch for being with that stupid Saiyan. Oh, kill her. At that moment, the demon Kagi, without knowing what was happening, tried to attack Nin from behind. But at that moment, Goku felt the key of the demon. He immediately realized that the demon had awakened, so he quickly went where she was and saw what she had planned to do. Goku took her arm and said, "What are you doing, demon? And where is Eren right now? He said he would take care of this." Nin would turn around and realize that the demon had tried to attack her and said, "I knew it. We shouldn't have trusted her. At the first opportunity she had, she tried to kill me. That's what I get for being so stupid and trusting my son's words." The demoness would be totally surprised. Seeing that the Saiyan was the one who took her by the arm, she said, "What the hell? You're the one behind all this? Why didn't you kill me then? You had the chance. We decided to save your life. My son, make me understand that you are not like I thought you were. We spare your life, but I don't expect you to thank us either. It's just to make you understand that we are not your enemies. Just because we are not originally from your demon race, that doesn't mean that we are bad. I understand that from the beginning you hated me so much. When you realized that I got along so well with the Demon King, and at that time I really did plan something bad, but now it's totally different." Demon Kavi heard this and was very confused, because those who she thought were her enemies were the ones who saved her. Her friends, on the other hand, did nothing for her. At that moment, the resentment that the demoness felt towards them diminished. The demoness said, "Okay, I understand, but don't think I liked you for saving my life. You're still that dumb Saiyan." Despite saying that, the demoness was actually really grateful for what they did for her, and her perspective towards them had changed, although she didn't show it. The demoness was still with them, but suddenly, they would all feel a great power approaching. Goku thought to himself, "What is this power I'm feeling? Who is it?" Just like Goku, the others were also shocked. At that instant, someone would appear in front of them and say, "Found me. Are you the same who got the power of demons? But who is this guy? Why is he asking me that question?" Goku thought at that moment. Meanwhile, the Demon King had sensed a great power and thought, "The power? Is it my father? No, it can't be. That guy seems very powerful, but the power I feel is nothing compared to my father's. Who could that guy be? What other being in existence could make me tremble as that guy is doing to me right now? My father always takes longer to wake up. It is impossible that it is him." Meanwhile, Goku told this guy that he was Goku. Min saw him and thought, "That energy, that aura he transmits, makes me think I have seen him before. He reminds me of someone, but I can't remember who it is. I have the feeling that I already know this guy." Goku asked him, "And who the hell are you? Why have you come to this place? Where are you from? Why do I feel you are someone powerful?" "The reason I have come here was because I have observed that you are from the Dragonball. I called my attention to come to this place to meet you. Let me introduce myself. I am AIDS. I live in a lonely place. That's why nobody knows me." Remy, who was standing next to this guy, was surprised to see that he had lied about everything he had said. Goku found everything this guy said to him strange, so he told him, "I don't trust your words. It's all very strange. If you have all that power, the Demon King should have told me about you long ago. And yet he never told me about someone like you. Damn you. What are you planning? I won't get any time to do anything." At that moment, Goku attacked him as he did not believe what he had said, but he was stopped by his assistant and told him, "You better stay away, Saiyan." At that moment, Zarama told Remy to let him do what he wanted, and Remy told him, "So can you see? I see that you want to fight. We haven't met well yet, but you already want to attack me even though I don't come with evil intention. But it's okay, see? We provoked him. If you want to fight right now, then go ahead." Eren arrived at that moment and told his father to stop. "Father, that guy looks like someone very powerful. Please, don't try to fight him. things could get very bad. You don't know that guy's intentions. Eren said that, but it was too late. Goku attacks Zarama, but he was suspicious of what Hades had told him. Eren warned him not to, but it was too late. Goku attacked Hades at that moment, knowing that he was lying about where he came from. Goku managed to hit him, then made him crash into some huge rocks nearby. What the heck? So that same managed to hit Zarama. That's not possible. Wait, I get it. How he loves to play. Goku managed to hit him again and said, "You bastard, tell me who you are, and don't lie to my face. Why did you really come to this place? Tell me, or I will kill you." Hades heard this and laughed a little. I see, saying, "You are interesting. I'm glad I came. You never cease to amaze me. I've already told you that I am Hades. You don't need to know more." Father, don't go on. That guy is hiding something. Please stop hitting him. You don't understand, son. Can't you see his face? This guy is not who he says he is. Goku kept hitting this guy over and over again, and he just laughed. I see that you have great say and power. Congratulations for that. Someday you could surpass the Demon King, and that, for a mortal like you, is impressive. That's why I really came. But that's right. My intention was to come to fight you. When I know that you tried at first to betray the Demon King, but in the end you ended up regretting it. How does this guy know all that? Who the hell is he? It's very strange, and I keep thinking that I already know him from long before, but my memory doesn't let me remember him. It's as if he was manipulating my mind. Sure, that guy is subtly erasing the memories I have of him. Saying, what are you waiting for? Attack, or is fear consuming you? Don't be a coward. Alright, if that's what you want, then I'll do it. Goku at that moment used his most powerful technique, which was supposed to erase all traces of a person's existence. You asked for it. Now you die! Goku threw his power at Hades. Therein thought, what's wrong with my father? That guy provoked him very easily. In that state, he is colder than normal. He must learn to control his emotions. Anyone can trigger dark feelings by making him angry. Meanwhile, the power had impacted with Hades, and everything would be filled with debris, and you would come out without a scratch. I already enjoyed this too much. The truth is that your blows were a great stimulant for my body. I needed someone to make me feel like someone inferior at some point. I was looking forward to it too much. But now it's time for me to eliminate you. Now that I will tell you who I really am, I can't let any of you be left to lie. You asked Intimo said. Well then, now it's time for you to know. Did that power really to absolutely nothing to him? It seems to be stylish very sorrow. But how is it possible that someone above that Howard would this? I could even compare him to the Demon King. Suppressor. Tell us then. You are, you bastard. I'm thankful that I will be the last person who will stay in your lives. You should be fouled at that act. You are tell good big fay, so I will tell you my name. I am Zarama. I will show you my true form, that's even seconds. But I'm instant. He showed them in his true form. This is really me. Everyone was speechless at this, and Mean said, this can't be happening. No, I understand everything. It was him. That's why I don't remember him. He manipulated my mind. So you are Zarama, the one the Demon King told me about. I see. But I guess I won't be able to do anything. But I must fight that guy. I don't care if he's the great Zarama. I won't let him kill us just like that. I have never surrendered to any opponent. I have always faced my enemies despite the difference in strength. Neen heard this and sighed, saying, Goku, I'm sorry. You won't be able to fight him. No matter how powerful you are now, he is Zarama. He is the absolute being. No one is above him in any way. He is the most powerful in all existence, and will remain so for eternity. Your efforts will be in vain, Goku. He will kill you in just seconds. You will only waste your time. It is better to die with pride. This is the end. Thank you for appearing in my life. I will never forget you. Father, she's right. It's totally impossible to do anything against that guy. You really made a big mistake out of desperation, but it's time to pay for it. I know you just wanted to protect us, but it's okay. I'm sorry, son, but I will not stand by and wait for imminent death. I will die a warrior's death. Goku would attack this guy with all his power. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't even land a single blow. Remy would think at the time, too bad. I was just beginning to like these guys, but they brought this on themselves. There's nothing I can do about it. Say, in spite of everything, you insist on continuing to fight. I can't help but be surprised, but I must kill you. At that moment, Zarama, without even lifting a finger, made them all fall to the ground with the enormous pressure he exerted on them. What's wrong? I can't move a bit. That guy is doing this twist without even moving. Zarama would make a little ball of power, which would be enough to kill them. He was about to throw it, but suddenly, the Demon King would appear and he would say, I know you're not 80s. Hello, brother. It's been a long time. It seems you woke up earlier than usual. You surprised me. So the power I felt all this time came from you. It was so obvious. Who else can have a power like that besides our father? What a surprise, brother. You have arrived just at this moment. What a coincidence, don't you think? The last time we saw each other, we had a fight that almost ended the whole multiverse. And we didn't finish the fight because of our father. By the way, he is not sleeping. He no longer exists. Remember that. So this is Zarama. This is amazing. I have never had the honor of seeing these two together before. I was always expecting it. I see. So you are brothers. I thought Zarama was your father. By the way, brother, you won't kill those guys. I won't let you do it. And if I have to kill you for that, I will do it. Nobody has really seen my true power. I've been hiding it for millions of years. But now we will finish what we started one day. What are you saying? You have always been inferior to me. Do you think you can fight against me? Don't make me laugh, brother. Do you think the same thing that happened 3 billion years ago will happen? It's time to show you my true power. So the Demon King lied to us about his power. He is really much more powerful. I would never have been able to fight him. Zarama would seriously say, then I will also show all my power. At that moment, the Demon King started to increase all his power in that instant. And this great power was perceived even in the most remote places of existence. Therefore, all the deities realized that this power could only belong to one person. The demon god of Universe 2 would think, what is this great power? It is impressive. That power can only belong to one individual. It is the Demon King. But the question is, why is he unleashing all that power? Is he fighting with a guy so powerful he needs to unleash all that power? It is frightening. The only person who can rival the Demon King is the great Zarama. But it can't possibly be him. What the hell is going on? Meanwhile, the Demon King continued to increase his power without stopping. But suddenly he fell to the ground. The others who saw this were totally shocked. What on earth happened? Why did he fall so suddenly to the ground? I can't understand it. It's hard to admit it, but without him, we're totally dead. I won't be able to do anything against that guy. He's too strong. To surprise, I imagined this would happen. He's still the same useless guy as always. What a disappointment. What do you mean, you bastard? What do you mean by that? Zarama would just look at him seriously and not say a word. I should not be surprised. I should have predicted this would happen. The Demon King in all his lifetime had never released his full power. He always kept it repressed, because he really didn't want the universe to be affected by it. This caused his body and mind to keep this power as something foreign to him. He kept his body accustomed to a predetermined limit of strength until today. But at this moment he decided to exceed that limit imposed by his own body. His father told him never to use his real power, and this is one of the reasons why he never used it. And then what will happen to him? He probably won't regain consciousness for a few days until his body manages to recover. After that happens, he will have no obstacle to be able to use all his power. 'Cause see, we are lost. You didn't really come here to meet this Saiyan. Your objective was to attract the Demon King and fight with him. So all that stuff about your Saiyan dreams was an excuse? I see. You are very smart, Remy. You know me very well. But it took you a while to figure it out. However, my brother again managed to disappoint me. This is pathetic. Wait, so this guy won't kill us? It was part of his plan? Let's get out of this place. I wasted my time here. and at that moment he left that place, leaving the others speechless. A few seconds would pass, and Goku would say, "Then he let us live." That denotes that he didn't even really care about us. He just wanted to have his battle with the Demon King. I thought we would die, but we didn't. Now we have to take the Demon King to recover. On the other hand, Remy would ask Sahara, "What do you plan to do now, sir? Why didn't you end the lives of those guys? They wanted to kill you." "Simply because I was the one who provoked them on purpose. My real plan was to confront my brother, but otherwise I couldn't kill them either. Because in the end, they are in charge of protecting the creation left by my father. They do me a favor. Only if they get in my way again, I'll have to kill them. That Saiyan has a lot of potential and could become even stronger than you, Remy." Meanwhile, elsewhere, the Demon King was recovering and had not yet awakened, for Li was with Goku and the others. She said she had to tell them something very important, and that almost nobody knew it. "What do you mean, me? What is so important?" "You must be prepared for this, that the Creator God had a bird's thumb, and it is said that he lives in a totally unknown place. No one knows how powerful he is. He is so mysterious that not even my father knows what he looks like. He only knows that he has a brother, and he has never appeared before him. The only thing my father knows is that his brother was the first son his father had, if he is barely evil. So this day there has never been any report of him. The real fear of my father is that this guy appears and so powerful as to make him and Zarama have to fight together." "What do you mean need? Like a brother? Why didn't the Demon King ever tell me? I don't understand. I can guess that he wanted us not to see him as someone who was afraid of something. He always wanted us to see him as the strongest being in existence, and that no one could stand up to him. So that guy shows up, one's very existence could be in jeopardy. That's right, and in fact, even his own father became afraid of his son. I just hope that guy never shows up. If he hadn't done it in billions of years, he would have no reason to do it now." "I understand, but now we just have to wait for the Demon King to wake up." After this, a few days passed, and the Demon King woke up, but he was surprised and said, "What are you all doing here? Why am I back in this place? What happened to me?" "No, you better not tell me. I know already. I left my life in the hands of that bastard again. Happy. Oh, you finally woke up, sons. You had 2 weeks like that. We thought you wouldn't wake up." "I see. Thank you for bringing me here, but I need to leave right now. I have to do some." "Sek, are you sure? You just woke up." The angry Demon King said, "I said leave." They all left at that moment, and the king thought, "What is the shriek frustration I feel inside? Just thinking that my life was in the hands of that bastard makes like blood boil. I thought it wouldn't happen again, and it ended up happening. It makes me feel so frustrated. I must try one more time. I will make it." The king started to increase all of his power, and again everyone felt it. Goku and the others outside the Demon King's palace were stunned. "What the hell is he doing? Which one was him? Was he walked to die? And let's go in and stop him." Goku was about to go in to stop him, but Ming said, "No, Goku, don't pull in. If you do, you will disintegrate completely when you come in contact with its power. But you don't understand. I must save him. I don't care what happens to me. I told you not to do it, Goku. In fact, we must move away. This time you'll make it. Hastin Gopram. That's no way." The Demon King will continue to increase his power, but at this time his body seemed to hold. At that moment, he had been able to master his hidden power. "I done it. Now, brother, I'll take care of defeating him. You dashed." The Demon King had woken up after a few days so he would see his life had been in the hands of his brother, Zarama, which made him very angry, and he decided to west again to get all his power. So he would catch up with them if you would faint. "Yes now, brother, it's time for me to defeat him." Now there's somewhere outside the Demon King's palace were speechless, and they felt all this power. They realized that the Demon King, if he had managed to get all that power, so they would quickly enter, then they would see that the whole place was in shambles. In addition, they would notice that the Demon King's eyes had changed to a radiant red, and his expressions were more expressionless than usual. Min would feed his father that way, and he was beginning to notice a change in him. His look was not the same from that moment on. Nin would tell him at that moment, "Father, I knew you would master it. I trusted you all this time. I'm glad I wasn't wrong. And what are you supposed to do now? The power I noticed in you is totally overwhelming. The Demon King would hear this, and at that moment he looked at them with his serious expression and didn't say a word. Hey Min, what's up? Your father's acting strange. You know what's wrong with him? Min also couldn't understand the attitude that the Demon King was taking at that moment. But the Demon Troggy seemed to have understood everything. I didn't imagine this would happen with the king, but if there was a chance that it would happen, she was about to say what had happened to the Demon King and why he was acting that way. But suddenly, he would attack Goku for no apparent reason, that he would say, "What do you want? What the hell are you doing here? I will kill you." Tell me who sent you was my bastard brother, right? I know he wants to kill me. But what the hell are you saying? You know us perfectly well. At no time we had any relationship with the god Zarama. What are you saying? Goku had received a strong blow from the Demon King that then hit against the wall, creating a big explosion and making him fall to the ground. For here you're attacking me. We're supposed to be allies. Why are you lying like that? Aren't you trying to get into my head? I won't allow it, you bastards. At that moment he would attack me in the same way, throwing an attack that made me be totally rooted on the ground. Min would cry if she didn't understand why her father was suddenly starting to attack her at that moment. Kaji would try to tell them what happened to the Demon King, but he would also attack her and pierce her stomach. Only Eren was left standing, and he said to the Demon King, "Would you attack me kill after all the training we had? I don't understand what's wrong with you. Out of all bit chilly, Eren would increase all his power. He would manage to attack the Demon King unaware, and could hit him. For this would be of absolutely no use, because the Demon King grabbed him by the leg and dragged him on the ground, crashing him to the ground. Goku would see that the Demon King was doing this, and he would manage to stand up from the ground, saying, "Janyu, I don't know why you're doing this to us, but I will not allow you to hurt them." Goku would increase his power, and the great red aura would surround his body. "I don't care how powerful you are now. I'll do my best to stop you, and if necessary, I'll have to kill you. Shut up, you damn mortal. Tell my brother I'll find him, and there I'll finish him all. Since the last fight he had hidden from me because he's a coward, I will kill all the idiots sent to kill me." Goku at that moment would attack the Demon King. Of the four, Kaji had been able to regenerate, and so he would tell everyone what had happened. Van hopes he won't attack him, like we're doing it good. He no longer remembers them. He's not even able to remember his own daughter. Now his only thought is to defeat his brother. The only thing in his mind that has persisted for millions of years, a connects his present person with the one that married him millions of years ago. I don't understand very well what he's saying, Cardi. What do you mean by that? What happens is that he doesn't remember anything after the first time he decided to use almost all of his power. That was surely after the fight he had with his brother. His father put that curse on his son. He told him that if he ever decided to use his great power, that he would suffer the punishment of forgetting everything. He would only remember what happened after his father's curse. It's impossible. And now what the hell are we going to do? Since he'll never remember us, that means never make him come to his senses. If there's no other way to reverse the curse, there must be something that can do it. If impossible, the only one who could really remove the curse and reverse it would be his father. You, by the way, no longer exists. The Demon King would keep attacking them, but Nin would have tried to make him react, reminding him that she was his daughter, and all the moments they had spent together. The Demon King seemed to have remembered it, but this had really confused him. And this one would even get angrier, telling him no. I told you you wouldn't. Don't manipulate me. Min, don't keep trying. Accept that he doesn't remember you anymore. He stopped being his daughter as soon as he got all his power. The Demon King would break all of Min's bones, and Nin would not be able to move any part of her body. The Demon King had left everyone on the ground. Kagi told them that she already remembered him, but there is one way to make him come to his senses, that nevertheless, his memories would still be lost. She had to talk to someone, some person, with whom she had a very strong bond or connection. Kaki was telling him this telepathically. If so, why don't you say so, Aileen? What's this about? Millions of years ago, there was a person whom the Demon King loved very much. There was Makeni, a woman he loved very much, the Archangel Goddess. They could no longer be together because of their incompatible race. By law, it was forbidden for demons and archangels to have any kind of social relationship, let alone love. But for some reason, they had fallen in love. They separated him from her, and that hurt him a lot, but she only vowed to hide a big part of his heart. And if we make those two meet, she'll be the only one who can make him see reason. But psych, in fact, she's Nin's mother. And where is this woman? Where are the universe? Bikes have really difficult pilot. The woman's not in this universe, and even worse, in this multiverse. She's in the divine multiverse, a place very difficult to access. There's the home of the archangels, the most powerful race of all. What, you really say that there are more multiverses? That's impressive. You say that in a place there are very strong subjects, and so it'll be interesting. Perhaps someone must distract him, so that we can recover our energy and regenerate. Then conveniently, Zumi had appeared, and she said that she would be the one to distract him. Aaron likewise decided to do the same, so after a while they would manage to regenerate, while the others would manage to keep the demon Jin distracted. Nin would worry about his son, but he would tell his mother not to worry. It was her decision. In addition, thanks to a spell of Zumi's that trapped souls, it bought even more time for them to leave the place. The demon king managed to get rid of the spell, but the others had already escaped. They had to go to the divine multiverse, but it would... The only way to access it was through a ritual. This required someone who possessed archangel blood. But this was impossible, since no archangel wanted to contaminate themselves by accessing another multiverse. Kagi knew that the only one who could know another way to enter that multiverse was the dragon, Zarama. So this one would tell everyone, you have any idea what you're saying? That dragon's not even in this multiverse. He's in the multiverse where I come from. So that means we'd have to go to that multiverse. Now that I remember, I haven't told Zeno-sama and Taishinron. So really forgot them all this time. I'll take the opportunity to finish that job. At that moment, they would go to that multiverse thanks to the portal created by Kagi. At that moment, Zeno-sama felt the power of Goku, and his face changed completely to one of terror. But what? Why do I feel this power so great? Why is it so familiar to me? I don't understand. Maybe it's that Saiyan. No, it can't be him. Shinkan would also feel this, and it would tremble, because he felt the power of not only one person, but of 5 people. After this, a few seconds passed, and in front of him appeared a Saiyan and 4 other people. Ah, then it was you. And who are these people? Help me know that this is the Supreme Demon Min. What is she doing with you? Min would tell them that she was his wife, and that the child was her and Goku's son. This left Aishinkan and Zeno-sama even more surprised. That means this Saiyan did the ritual of the demons, and now he's part of them. That's right. We have not come to chapter here. I've come to finish what one day began and end your lives. That Shinkan and Zeno-sama were fully aware that their powers were insufficient against the Saiyan, so Daishinkan would cowardly tell them that he would do anything for them not to end their lives. Goku didn't really care about this, and he was thinking about killing them, but the team in Kagi told them that they could tell him where each dragon sphere was located. At that time, they didn't know where they were, so knowing their locations would cut down their time, and they would be able to get to the divine multiverse much faster. We did think that I'll spare the lives of these bastards. They caused me a lot of damage. Goku, you must do it. We don't have time. We need them to tell us where they are. Goku, after much thought, realized that it was more important, and decided to spare their lives in exchange for that information. So after that, Daishinkan told them where each of the dragon spheres were located. After a while, they would manage to collect them all, and they would make the Zarama dragon appear. It would be in front of them, and he would ask them what was their wish. Nin knew how to speak the language of the gods, so she would ask the Zarama dragon how to access the divine multiverse. The dragon Zarama would be surprised by this question. He would tell them there are only 2 ways to enter the divine multiverse. The first one is to make a ritual with blood of an archangel, which could create a portal to that place. The second is that 6 warriors with immense powers release all their hidden power in a single point, and this will create a distortion of space-time, which will cause a gap or will lead to a dimension, which in turn will lead to the divine multiverse. There is only one problem, and that is, if you do not manage to cross the immediate dimension, you will die, trapped in that place. I understand, so we must do it. That was all, Zarama Dragon. I don't want any more wishes. At that moment, the Zarama Dragon had fulfilled his wish, and it would be dispersed throughout the universes. I see then you need warriors with great powers. We are enough for this, Saiyan, but remember that the Zarama Dragon mentioned there should be 6 warriors. He would be enough, but 1 is missing. Ah, that's right, we hadn't remembered. I don't know who we could look for. Saiyan, there's no one in this multiverse with powers required for this. It seems impossible. I know what I'll do, but how this is gonna work. And what you have in mind, Saiyan, what are your kingdom eye? I didn't think of any warrior, but I know how I could do it though. I'll split my body and soul in two, so we'll create another warrior like me. I heard that we demons have that ability. What the hell are you talking about? Any slightest mistake and he'll never be able to recover half of his body and soul. I must do it. I say then, if you will, but let's get started on this. Goku would do his technique, and it would duplicate itself. These would go to a place cleared of planets and would begin to increase their powers. Goku, Nin, Eren, Kagi, Zinni. They would all increase their powers to the maximum, which would immediately cause the place to begin to distort to the point where a great rift opened up. The universes were trembling in fear because of this power. Everything had merged perfectly, and they would enter the portal, and it had taken them to a different dimension. In this place, the atmosphere was very heavy. The powers of the others were almost null in this place, so it would be very difficult for them to cross the intermediate dimension. In that place, the gravity amounted to the 50,000s. There was a great storm, and an extremely high heat was felt. And this added to the fact that they had almost no powers, who was becoming very difficult for them. One of them could not withstand this pressure and could not go on. It was Kagi. She was very weakened and fell, so Goku had to carry her, and this made it much worse for her. Finally, they were able to find the exit in that dimension. They had finally arrived in the great divine multiverse, where the archangels lived, one of the most powerful races of all. When they arrived, they were able to recover their powers, and they healed Kagi. When they arrived, they felt an unknown presence approaching them. What is that power that's approaching? It is true, I'm also feeling it, but I see that it's not someone common and ordinary. I'd never felt an energy like that. The person must be one of the archangels. At that moment, someone would appear in front of them, and you would tell them, "Who are you?" I see that you're not beings belonging to this multiverse. You have an impure aura. How is it possible that people like you could have access to this place? Here, we are only beings of divine race. If the supreme entity Azuna finds out that impure people like you are in this multiverse, she will be very angry. But who the hell are you? And who is this Azuna that you've said? We did not come with the intention of looking for trouble in this place. We've come for something important that happens to be in your multiverse. But that girl looks familiar. Have I seen it before? Check her number. That doesn't matter now. Listen, impure ones. I don't care what you have come to this place for. I will eradicate you. That's why I'm the guardian of this place. You only pollute my universe with so much impurity. How disgusting. This had not happened for millions of years. Since then, no one pure had been able to enter these universes. Goku, I don't think it'll work to talk to the guy. He really only came to end our lives. That's many things won't end well. I see you're trying to intimidate me. I wouldn't leave this place even if you asked me to. What the hell do you think you are? We told you from the beginning that we aren't looking for trouble. I hope that in this place they're all not as incompetent as you. You surprise me, impure. You seem to have confidence in yourself. I don't think scumbags like you would be able to stand up to me. What a shame. I wanted to at least contain myself for a while, but the power I feel in you only disappoints me. On the other hand, Lady Akuna feels that the guardian Zaru is using his power. How strange. He had never even used a little bit of his power since millennia ago. Now, for some reason, he is using it. Is he fighting? I don't know. I just hope he's not getting into trouble, that idiot. Otherwise, he'll have to deal with me. I've already forgiven him enough. He knows that if he fails me again, I will kill him. No, ma'am, Azuna, Three's compound. He is probably testing his powers or something similar, as one would think. In fact, I doubt that he's testing his powers. Surely something's telling off, but he's trying to hide from the severe. That's why he released Sunlight Tower. But he can also release very little his power. She could feel it. Surprised. Meanwhile, Goku would say to the guardian Zaru, "It'll have to finish you off." No, Goku, you shouldn't fight yet. Remember that you haven't finished recovering. Passing the intermediate dimension left you in a very bad state. You should wait until you recover completely. No, Nin. What you're saying. I can't let you be the one to fight. It's not fair. You should listen to her, Goku. She's right. You lost a lot in that hell of a place. Yes, I can't do anything. Let's fight. I'll let you fight. I see. This'll be even more boring. I'll finish them off in moments, and then I'll eliminate you, you impure bastard. This one would think I shouldn't increase my power so much. She might notice. Oh, it can't be. I feel it somehow she's getting suspicious. I must finish these fuckers off quickly before she notices and murders me for this. Mean would tell this guy, then I'll show you my power. Mean at that moment would begin to release all his power, creating a great aura around him. That's impressive. I'd never seen you use so much power. Perhaps he had been hiding it all this time. But what? At what point did he get so much power? I'll have to finish them as soon as possible. Mean would appear above him, giving him a big blow that caused him to shoot out, crashing against some rocks nearby. Interesting. Me and he didn't do as I thought. That attack really hurt me. I didn't expect it. Unbelievable. In one attack he did that. Then it's my turn. They'll feel the true divine power. An impure like you deserves to die. Divine pressure. At that moment, Mean's whole body began to get very hard. She began to feel her whole body heavy. This did not let her move even a little, making her unable to do anything at that moment. She felt that she would almost explode, since she had felt that something burning was squeezing her more and more. Oh, damn it, what the hell did you do to Mean? You're miserable. I regret to tell you that she'll never be able to free herself from that seal. She'll die inside of herself. Her frustration will be so much that her mind and body will not support it, then she'll end up dying. I thought she could do it, but apparently their guy used a lot of power in that technique. Goku was still recovering, and they couldn't fight yet. Since Nin was immobile, it was not able to move because of the seal. Kagi, Eren, and Zumi had to join forces to fight the Guardian Zaro. We must fight this faster until Goku can fully recover. I see, so you finally gang to fight me before I kill him. If I were you, I would also fight to the death, even knowing that my opponent is far superior. But you must also accept your own fate, your own death. Since you entered the Divine Multiverse, you imposed your death sentence. Shut up, you unhappy bastard. The only one who will die here will be you. You shouldn't have messed with us. We told you that we're not looking for trouble, but you decided to ignore it. When the Saiyan Goku ends your life, I hope I don't meet another one like you. At that moment, the three of them would increase all their powers, and this was felt throughout the universe, drawing all the attention of the Supreme Deity, Azuna. So, he got into trouble, that idiot. Oh, can see what he caused. Oh, wait, Mrs. Heracles, not to go to that cliff. At that moment, her right hand Conrad did not want her to get angry. Thanks to the Waspine, she'd almost finished with the Divine Universes, hidden away of a great heal that protects her. She feared that this would happen again, their greatest fear. With this one could not avoid it. The Supreme Entity as you know of heading to where Garu was. Meanwhile, everyone would attack this guy, putting him in trouble for a few minutes, but he seemed to be too strong for them. I told them that they're stunned, who are idiots thinking make it finish the job. Pathetically, this multiverse will be arranged that impure, aesthetic beings like you. At that moment, the Guardian's arm would charge the great attack of a divine stick, which would be about to perform it against the three. But all that time was enough for Goku to recover completely. And you would stop it. Now I feel like someone new. Leave them alone. Now, you have to eat bastard. These guys are too in the lead, because they just don't accept their fate. This has already started to kiss we ought. Guy, you damn impure. He would throw himself against Stofu, but Goku could stop him, and they would start to fight. Goku would give him a strong punch to the stomach which would make him shit flow. We're a guardian of this multiverse, you're a bit up with dust, don't you think? You don't have enough responsibility. I wouldn't be surprised if Mabazuna the Union before wants to kill you. This would increase his cowards to finish with Goku, that it wouldn't be in now. Dofu would give him another blow that would make him fall to the ground. Goku would exercise his Gyu and I for the first time against someone, that would make him suffer an eternal. It is impossible. How is it that my cowards are not enough to test with this impure, that he obtained so much power, is all of a sudden, cheap gearing pain, which is what he did to me. On the other hand, in the multiverse of demons, the Demon King had destroyed almost half of the multiverse. But finally, Zarama appeared in front of them. I've been waiting for you non-stop, Weather. Now I'm going to finish you. Damn you. What's wrong? I'm noticing him different. Maybe he's fallen under my father's charge. If as a singer remember anything who's the first fight I had with him, this time I'll kill you, brother. Meanwhile, Goku freed Nin from the field, and healed the others who were wounded on the ground. Tons and what did you do to me? He would shout at Goku, but suddenly, the Supreme Entity, Uzuna, had arrived at that place. No, it can't be here. It's all over. Auna would have tried to stop it, but this had been a ring. I see. So this was all about you. I can tell you are subjects at incure rankings. Forgive me, great Azuna. I was not able to eradicate the threat. Please give me another chance. I will not fail you again. The Azuna entity would only look at him, and this one would say, I warned you 100 times. At that moment, this one with a simple technique would eliminate the guardian Zaru from existence, leaving the others perplexed by this. But hell, I eliminated him with a simple attack to that god. How can it be Fafa? So you are Azuno, the one who apparently feared so much that useless one. The Trinks disappointed me. To be someone with that responsibility, it's pitiful. I want you wrong. We all should transmix is very heavy. I can feel it as if her presence alone crushes my body. Call me impure because you have come to invade sacred territory. Don't you know this was totally forbidden? You wish to die. Goku, don't look her in the eyes, for you might fall under her divine curse. Only those who are purebred can do that. How do you know that mean? Do you even know her? Then let me go, my father was the one who told me. He thought that I would never in my entire existence be in front of this entity. But anyway, he had wanted to warn me. This would leave Azuna's right-hand woman, Kana, somewhat surprised and intrigued, who would think at that moment, impressive. Certainly know about it, even though they are beings from another multiverse. Perhaps the guy who says that hero has had some contact with someone of our race? On the other hand, the Demon King and Zarama were about to fight. Brother, I see that you are still the same pathetic as always. Do you think you can beat me this time? Please don't make me laugh. Last time you disappointed me, and I let you live because I felt sorry for you. Now that won't happen again, brother. You will regret having let me live. Now I have awakened all my power, and I will crush you like an insect. At that moment, Zarama would think, so if he did, he broke his limits, and my father's first was affected on him. No wonder he seems so different from how I last remembered him. That means he awakened that abysmal power within him. This will be interesting. But I can finally have a worthy fight with him. But I doubt he will be able to defeat me. Dilba thanked idiot as always. What do bet you are doubting so much, brother? Attack me, damn it. Zarama would only stay still, waiting for his brother's move. He wanted to test his speed to determine what his move would be and counter them. So you don't plan to attack? What a coward you are. Then I'll attack, damn you. At that moment, the Demon King would throw himself against Zarama, attacking him with such abysmal speed that Zarama himself could not even notice. The Demon King would give him a great blow, which made him be thrown thousands of kilometers away, creating an enormous impact when they collided, which almost destroyed the whole place where they were. It can't be. I couldn't even read his movements. It can't be. He's too fast. Then I'll fight for real. In that instant, Zarama used all his power, and both had an abysmal battle, which made the whole existence perceive this. Each blow they made was stating destruction, which was causing serious problems in the balance of the universes. And at that moment, Goku and the others had felt all this. What the hell? Where does all this power come from? So devastating. The supreme deity Azuna would ignore this and tell them, I told them to tell me why they have come to my multiverse, or I will disappear them. I had tried to tell them, but they have never allowed me to do so. I tried to explain it to that idiot Zaru, but it was impossible. What happened was that in this multiverse, there is someone who could end the curse of someone we know. And who the hell are you talking about, impure? What subject are you referring to? What if his name? He is the Demon King. He fell under the curse of his father, making him forget all of his memories. But there was someone who was the model of his light, but they have to separate their love, because there was a huge problem, and that is that they were of very opposite races. Listen, it can't be that guy. It can't be him. I thought all this had already been settled after I defeated him. I see, so she don't know who this is all about. Then she could tell us where he is. Shut up, you fuffers. I will not allow you to take her back to that filthy multiverse full of impure ones. This is totally unacceptable. Then you won't hand her over to us after all we did to get here? Damn you, then I'll finish you. My father has to go back to the way he was before. Mean, please don't do it. You are no match for her. Don't even think about it. And sorry, Goku, but I can't let all our efforts have been in vain. At that moment, Mean would attack the supreme deity Azuna. But Azuna would accidentally see her eyes, and it would turn her to stone. Can't be. What have you done to curse Mean? She herself warned death. How could she be so careless? Her rage and anger caused her to be unprepared, damn it. What a stupid woman. Now no one can undo it unless I want them to. I'm afraid she will be petrified for eternity. I don't wish that on anyone. Kagi, please tell me there must be another way to get her back to normal. I can't let her stay like this for the rest of existence. Saying, that woman is right. No one besides her can undo it. Unless Mean possesses a shred of purity. Or that's impossible in a race of demons like ours. Saying, sorry, but she knew the consequences of what she did. It was her decision. We can't do anything about it, at least not now. Damn deity, at least give us that woman. Consider this as a sacrifice for you. Don't be naive. You really think I will accept just for that? You must understand that this will be impossible. You too will have the same destiny as that woman. Only that you will disappear from existence. At that moment the Archangel Kana would say, I'm sorry, Azuna, I can't hide them from you anymore. No, Kana, what are you doing? They must not know. I want to go with you to where the Demon King is. And who are you because you say so? I say it because I am the beloved of that Kai. I knew that someday it would happen, that I would meet him again, the love of my life. Ah, so it was about you. Now I understand everything. But what the hell are you saying, Kana? Know perfectly well that I put a seal on you, so that you would not leave this divine multiverse. I know it, great Azuna, but I know how to undo it. However, to obey you, I have not left. No one will leave this place. They will die here. The Archangel Kana have revealed that she was the beloved of the Demon Thing from millions of years ago. This anger be Azuna deity, as she did not want to reveal this to those whom she considered impure. These were of the race for demons, and for this very reason she did not want it to be revealed, since it was she who separated them in the past. Cause they were very opposite races, and someone pure under no circumstances could be with someone impure. But in spite of this, Kana wanted to oppose the Azuna deity, and wanted to meet again. The angry Azuna deity would say, you know that won't happen, Kana. I will never allow that. No one will leave this place. Damn woman, don't you understand? It's her decision. She wants to come. That's why we came to your multiverse. No one can change my words. That is a divine law and cannot be broken. That is why I am here, to prevent pathetic beings like you from breaking it. I am sick and tired of following your orders. You only treat me like a slave, and I have obeyed you for millions of years, only to follow orders. But I am tired. You do not appreciate everything I have done, and you have kept me captive of my feelings. So, Kana, you plan to die like those impure ones will. What a pity. You more than anyone else know the divine rules, stupid divine rules. They're just bullshit. If you won't let us go, then we'll have to kill you. What a bummer. Saiyan remembers Mean. She is still turned to stone. What will happen to her? We will have to solve that. Now you just have to concentrate on not ending up like this, or worse. Rama would see the intentions of the Azuna deity, and it would try to stop it. Don't touch them. They will be the ones who will lead me to it. I don't think you understand yet, Kana. At that moment, the deity would show some of her power, exerting a great pressure that invaded the whole place, making everyone feel their bodies heavy, and all that pressure pushed them down, making them fall to the ground. What's wrong? I can't be able to move. I feel as if something giant is crushing me. All my muscles are contracted. Azuna forgot that many of her teachings did not work against pure beings like her. This had no effect on Kana. Queen Azuna, don't you think that if I am facing you and it's for a reason? If I knew that I could not do anything against you, I would never do this. I know that your power is unimaginable, and I will never be as powerful as you are, but I know a way to defeat you. Don't say stupid things, Kana. Neither you nor those pathetic impure ones could do anything against my divine power, which the four celestial divinities granted me. But what? What did she say? Did she mention 4 divinities? Wait, that means that there are beings more powerful than her. You know about that, Kagi? This is not the time to explain it, Saiyan. I will tell you later. On the other hand, the Demon King and Zarama were fighting, after both of them used all their power. This was causing an imbalance in reality. I see that you have become much stronger, brother. Before you were not even able to give me a little fight. You were a little pitiful. But now things look interesting. So this seems like a game to you, brother. Don't you know my intentions with you, stupid? This is not a battle just to ask for our power. We are fighting to survive. I will kill you with my own hands. Only one of you will get out of here alive. You will pay for all the mockery you have done to me all these millions of years. You only deserve death. I see. So he really thinks about going seriously, and I should not hold back even a little with him. I will also have to kill him. It's a pity that this ends up like this because of his stupidity. The loss of memory affected him a lot. Both at that moment were giving all of them fills, and although the battle seemed evenly matched, little by little it was leaning in favor of a demon king. Leaving Zarama stunned by this. But what is happening? I am fighting with all my power, and I am feeling inferior to my brother. But what the hell? This cannot be happening. It is impossible. Well, what's going on, brother? Why are you making that face? Perhaps you have realized who is really stronger. Now just wait for your death. I will enjoy this as you have no idea, you bastard. At that moment, the Demon King, with all his anger reflected in his face, would appear on Zarama's back, hitting him a big blow in the face, which made him crash into several planets, destroying them instantly. With a single blow, he did this to me. But perhaps he was hiding that great power. I understand why my father forbade him to use it. But it can't be that he is being lowered before my brother. At this rate, he will only kill me. What am I supposed to do? Never before had someone surpassed me. This feeling of weakness destroys me inside. The Demon King would continue hitting Zarama continuously without stopping. He would perform one of his techniques, which made several giant rocks crush him. But he was able to get rid of them, and so he would say, "I have had enough, brother. I will have to erase you from existence with my supreme technique." At that moment, Zarama would do his technique called the Eternal Sun. This technique incinerated from existence everything it touched, including the user's soul. This would perform the Eternal Sun against the Demon King, and it seemed to be affecting him. But it was really just an act of his brother. Idiot. You thought you would kill me with that technique? It may have worked with other opponents, but with me that is impossible. I am at a much higher level than yours. What you feared so much would happen is now right in front of your eyes. It never crossed your mind even a little that you would be overcome, but it is what has happened. My technique of the Eternal Sun is infallible. How come I didn't cause absolutely nothing? This has never happened before. No opponent I have faced has been able to survive this. What the hell? Now it's my brother's turn. I think I played with you enough. Now it's time for you to disappear. The Demon King would do his most powerful technique, which would be enough to exterminate the great Zarama, and he would throw it against his brother. After so long, brother, die. At that moment, the power was about to hit Zarama, but at that moment, Remy appeared to save him, and it hit her, ending her life completely. With spring, she teleported Zarama to another place in existence, and made this attack impact with her, to make the Demon King believe that he had already killed Zarama.